life goes on in endless song above earth's lamentations. I hear the real, though far off hymn that hails a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear that music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest loudly roars, I hear the truth, it liveth. What though the darkness round me close, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. Since love is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing?
I don't know. No, maybe we shouldn't go on.
And we are here. Welcome, 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 everybody.
I see them. I don't see us.
Oh, that's me. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, that's us. Here we go.
There they are.
Hey.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes.
You know, I'm looking at the two pictures, and they're so much more colorful than we are.
Well,
I mean, look, they are just splashes of color all over the place.
they've got a nice.
They have a quilt.
They have a nice camera, and I don't. That's why.
Oh, I see. Is that it?
You have a nice shirt, Dan.
Yeah.
You have a color.
There we go. Yeah, I need to. I do need to get a better camera, but it's been a little low on the list at the moment. So, but.
All right. Well, we really appreciate having you guys back. I think you were first, second, or third guests in the first season. So
That's right.
you are part of our inaugural
Yes.
bunch. So
You mean we've been reelected?
what?
Do you mean we've been reelected? Well, you said inaugural.
Well, you're
Yeah.
you're back.
We're back.
But Heidi Miller and Bob Webb.
That's those lovely people we're talking to right
oh
now.
yeah.
Welcome to the Fortnight of Doom, Season 3, Episode 1,
Wow.
Snowed On.
Yes.
And we dedicate this to the folks back east who are getting snowed on.
Yes.
Or anybody else who's getting
Yeah.
snowed on.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, are we going to do something?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just start singing songs and stuff. We'll be alternating, doing each of us, each group duo, doing two songs. It's the Day of Twos.
The Day of Twos. Okay, let me get my.
This first song was written by Casey Neal out of Portland, and
It's sort of our theme song, really,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, it reminds us a lot of ourselves and our friends,
Yeah. That it really does.
which is quite disturbing
It's-
once you listen
if you,
to the words of
if
the
you
song.
listen to the words, it's very disturbing. So yeah.
Okay, the Church of the Latter-day Hippie.
Yeah, there we go. Something like that. All right, here we go.
Can I bring this down a little bit towards my guitar now?
Sure, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit? Okay.
It's called
Microphone lowering.
It's called Hooray for the Riff Raff.
Which is such a great title that there's a band in England using that name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hooray for our band of happy ragged folks, telling old stories and fireside jokes. living for the music, the love, and the laughs. Hooray for the riffraff. Our raconteurs and browsies, rebels and tramps, travelers who ramble from camp to camp, dodgers and swagmen, vandals and rounders, wandering Hobart's town to towners. Come and join the circle and the jolly, jolly crew, squatters and crusties who make their own rules. Riverbed beggars, carousers and thieves, our only motto, anarchy. Hooray for our band of happy ragged folks, telling old stories and fireside jokes, living for the music, the love and the laughs. Hooray for the riffraff. Oh, migrating drifters, buskers on the street, minstrels and gypsies, no shoes on our feet, drovers and rovers, nomad soul, breaking feral vagabonds, waving down bedroll. Well, tree sitters and diggers, wobblies and the like, monkey rich and saboteurs, wooden chuladites, ball weevils and tricksters, elves and sprites. We left the dozers burning and escaped into the night. Hooray for our band of happy ragged folks, telling old stories and fireside jokes, living for the music, the love and the laughs. Hooray for the riffraff. Well, winos and drunkards, a stout drinking crew, dancing on the table, swimming down the brew. We don't care if in the morning our heads need to be nursed. Pint after pint, there's no limit to our thirst. Wizards and sages, druids and knights, outcast freaks, warriors brave, Amazons and freegans, building up the tribe. Here we are awakening, alive, alive, alive. Hooray for our band of happy ragged folks, telling old stories and fireside jokes, living for the music, the love and the laughs. Hooray for the riffraff. We come in all colors, stripes and spots, raging grannies and punkers, the rebel in our lot. We don't care what we look like and we don't wear underwear. Go ahead and stare, we are everywhere. Hooray for our band of happy ragged folks, telling old stories and fireside jokes, living for the music, the love and the laughs. Hooray for the riffraff. Hooray for the riffraff. And yes.
Oh, but I'm still getting resonance from my guitar.
Resonance from the guitar.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Okay, I think it's ended now.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I can put it down.
Yes. Okay. What are we doing next anyway?
We're doing Woad.
Oh, yes.
We're getting snowed on. I put that early in, so timing as we all turn around and.
So when Dan came up with this title, he said Snowed On, and that of course immediately brings to mind a certain song, which we will do. This song was written in the 1917 by a schoolmaster in the Eton School. It wasn't Eton College at that point.
Was he a scoutmaster?
He was a scoutmaster
Right.
at that school, yes. And so he wrote this for them, and which is amazing. But this is, of course, in D. But you'll get the reference in just a moment here. This is called Woad. Woad, of course, is the
blue dye that ancient Britons smeared all over their bodies and then went into battle clothed in such garb.
Yes,
Yes,
and
indeed. Scared the living crap out of the Romans when they first saw it.
basically naked blue people
Yeah.
going towards them.
It's basically why that the northern end of the island of Britain was the only place where the Romans saw fit to build a wall to keep
Yeah.
the bad guys out.
Yeah.
Everywhere else there was a river or a mountain range or something, or just enough Roman soldiers.
Yeah.
But there they actually had to build. They built 2 walls.
They built 2 walls. Yes.
Hadrian and the Antonine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, just think of it. That's what naked blue people did to the Roman Empire.
Well, that and bagpipes.
About that part. Okay, well, I think we better sing the
You
song.
better sing this song.
What's 1, 2, 3, 4?
What's the use of wearing braces, hats or spats or shoes with laces, vests or pants you buy in places down in Brompton Road? What's the use of shirts of cotton, studs that always get forgotten? These affairs are simply rotten, better for is woad. Woe's the stuff to showmen, woe to scare your foemen. Boil it to a brilliant blue and rub it on your legs and your abdomen. Ancient Britons never hit on anything as good as woad to sit on. Neck or knees or where you sit on, tailors be you blowed. Romans came across the channel, all dressed up in tin and flannel. Half a pint of woad per mantle clothed us more than these. Saxons, you may keep your breeches, building bed for bugs in breeches. We have woad to clothe us witches, not a nest for fleas. Romans, keep your armor, Saxons, your pajamas. Hairy goats were made for goats, gorillas, jacks, retriever dogs, and llamas. Llamas, march on Snowdon with your woad on. Never mind if you get rained or snowed on. Never needs a button sewed on. Bottoms up to woad.
Yay.
Drink hail.
Yes.
Did they? That was a real word from that song in 1917.
17, absolutely.
They
Look it
used
up.
the word llamas. Wow.
They did. And now understand that, what's the duo?
Flanders and Swan.
Flanders and Swan popularized it, and this is their arrangement of it.
Okay.
So, but that's the history of it.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
The Brits
love
knew
it.
about llamas.
Yeah, no, that's where I heard it first. When I was
Yes.
a teenager, we went to New York City,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to go and see Flanders and Swan on
Yep.
stage.
Yep. At the drop of a hat and at the drop of another hat, which was their
Yep.
two very famous
Yep.
thing. That record was produced by the executive producer of the Beatles before he became famous. He actually,
George Martin?
George Martin actually produced and recorded
My goodness.
those albums. Yeah, that's why it sounds so freaking good. so
All right.
anyway,
To George Martin.
George Martin. There we go. There's a toast.
There's our first toast.
There's George Martin,
George Martin.
Yes.
and it goes off from there. Right. So, what have you for us?
Well, we have for you. We have. We'd like to honor the theme. We do have snow,
Yep.
but we haven't had any fresh snow. We have 2 to 3 week old snow in large amounts outside the window. But some good friends of mine back east are getting snowed on right now, so I'm sure that they maybe they won't appreciate the song. I don't know. Maybe they want to turn it off. But here's to the snow. The snow is blowing, the wind won't quit. Drifts are shifting round the yard. These are not your common snowflakes that just land and sit. They grab their life and love it hard. They swirl and skitter, they don't need to know where they're bound or who they'll meet. They got a little life at 3 below. They'll take it dancing in the street. Every snowflake is falling like the rest. Everyone its own design. There ain't no scrapping about who is the best. Frankly, they don't have the time. And all these millions don't talk about their God. If they pray at all, it's to stay cold. They're too busy living to put up. They don't have a word for old. The snow is blowing, I should get up and go. With deadlines drawing ever near. The way it's going with these flakes out in the road, they're gonna try and keep me here. Lay down that pencil, put on your boots. Come join us in this elegance. Work when it's warmer on your trivial pursuits. Lady, may I have this dance?
Ooh, that just set the mood right there.
Aw, thank you. Well, maybe the next one we'll pick it up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sure beats shoveling the snow. Just sort of
Yeah.
let it take over your life and say, hey, I'm going to stay home and do something creative in my own space.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Gal, I know it's way too early for another toast, but this would be the appropriate time.
It's actually never too early for a toast at this point.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yes.
Here's a toast to Punxsutawney Phil, who doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be a big star come Wednesday.
Ooh,
And he does us a great service by predicting the rest of our winter. So let's hear it for Punxsutawney Phil.
For Punxsutawney Phil.
There we go. Good one right there. Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
And my cousin Elizabeth, whose birthday it will be.
Well, great. Well, here's a little
cousin,
song
if you're
for
listening.
for this important holiday that we never celebrate near enough. We should celebrate it actually over and over again. Here
You
we
should
go.
Say, yeah.
We ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Temperature is 10 degrees. Icicles hang in the trees. There's a stirring down below. A little fuzzy face thinks it's time to see the snow. He doesn't have a calendar. He doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't even know that everybody says today is his. He doesn't have a radio. He doesn't own a pair of shoes. He doesn't know that he'll be in our homes tonight on the TV news. One foot out and 3 feet in. Thinks he'll go for a little spin. The sky is blue and bright. He'll need to take a minute while his eyes adjust to light. It's been awful dark in there. Hasn't seen a soul for months. Puts his nose up in the air. Takes a couple steps and grunts. And then he sees it on the ground. What it is he does not know. But it's big and black and round. The groundhog shadow. He tucks his tail, his eyes get wide. In one quick move, he's back inside. Too bad he's in a fright. He could lose a shadow if he just look at the light. He doesn't have a calendar. He doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't even know that everybody says today is his. He doesn't have a radio. He doesn't own a pair of shoes. He doesn't know that he'll be in our homes tonight on the TV news. Oh, groundhog. Oh, groundhog.
Down for a sec so you can hear what you do. Oh, whoops, you're done.
Yeah, done. Oh, I gotta figure it out here. There I am.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Hang on. This is... Oh, I think I was unmuted. Oh, I'm so sorry. Damn it. I thought I muted myself and I did not. Oh, well.
What did we miss?
I was... Yes. Oops. I was banging around on something and I looked down and I wasn't muted. I am so sorry. Oof.
Well, we didn't hear you, so.
Oh, good. That's the
Yeah, but I'd like to know what I missed, so I'll have to go back
no,
and
no,
watch.
no,
huh?
no, no, no. It's
Did it
So
go
perhaps-
back to the
don't know. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
audience? Let us know.
Well,
Sally probably will let us know.
She'll let us know and kill us
Yeah,
later.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I may have to sleep here tonight.
Do we have some things to do? Do we not?
Yes, we have a Folky Inquisition, the first
Folky
one of 2022.
Here we go. Yes, you
Okay.
better. There we go.
All right. And
Okay. Yeah.
any rules that Rob may have set for this are under review at the moment. So
Yes.
we'll just keep going with this.
But the bottom line is that any dependents, performers, pets, and dependents of pets are ineligible for the Fortnite for the prize.
All right.
Yep.
Now, you can know the answer, and that's fine. And we actually know that Bob does know the answer to this one. All right. So, drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
What folk group was John Denver in before he launched his solo career? His solo career.
You want to say that again?
Yeah. What folk group was John Denver in before he launched his solo career? All right?
Yeah.
And remember, if you know the right answer, get it into. I think this can only work on Facebook, right? Because
What?
it's harder for us to monitor the timing on.
No,
on,
I'm monitoring both
okay.
Facebook
Our
and
judges are monitoring Facebook
and YouTube.
and
Just
YouTube
in the
as we
chat.
speak. So
Yep.
the first person to
Oh, well, guess what? Somebody won.
we got the right answer.
Yep, Sue Stewart, Chad Mitchell trio.
Okay, so
There we go.
you are absolutely right. You need to let us, even if we have sent you stuff in the past.
It's a new year.
It's a new year, and our files are just totally trashed. Along
Could I add
with
an
the
addendum
shipping
to
department.
that?
So the shipping department requests that you send us by some means or other your terrestrial address, and as soon as we can get it together, the shipping department will send you something from our trove of recognized crap.
Trove of crap. Oh, that's a good one. I haven't used
The
that.
trove
The
of crap.
trove of crap. I
All
like
right.
that. That's a lot.
Okay. With that in mind,
Yeah, let's see if I
and
just-
having drunk a health to George Martin,
Yeah.
and feeling somewhat cynical, and hoping that the tonality of the 12-string guitar makes some kind of gesture towards a
Yes.
sitar,
Yes.
and hoping that
Here we
Chris
go.
finds his part on the alto recorder.
Yes.
fairly
Hang on a second
quickly.
here. I have to replace the pin. I'm trying to get
Trying
my-
to pin me?
trying to pin you.
We're
Replace
not
pin.
going
There we
steady,
go.
sorry.
There we go. Okay. Okay.
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian wood? She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. Well, I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on a rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, "It's time for bed." She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good, Norwegian wood?
Got it.
Very nice.
You know, I barely play the recorder anymore. It was my first instrument too, actually. You wouldn't know it, but it really was. Oh, right, that one.
Okay, this is my debut
Okay, let's do.
on playing the bass when I made up the part.
Yeah, so we'll see what really happens. Give me a little
Okay.
noise on that for a second there, would you?
I hear it in the bass, not on the speakers.
Okay. Oh, that's why. There we go. There we go. Now we got some bass. Let me, yeah, that'll work. Okay. Well, there was the Sloop John B. And there's a little ditty called Sloop John A. And this is what this is about.
Yes,
hang on.
written by the late great Les Barker,
Yes, of course.
and
Yes.
brought to my attention by our old buddy Michael Lettingham.
Yes. Go for it. We look for the sloop John A. We look for it all day. Around Nassau town we did roam. A man on the pier said it wasn't here. We didn't find it, and then we went home. So where can the John A be? Maybe the A's at sea. Then we did a good look around, then we went home. Then we went home. When we went home, we didn't find it, and then we went home. Well, the first mate was not there. Maybe he was elsewhere. Maybe he was on board the sloop John A. Wherever he was, we didn't meet him because we didn't find it, and then we went home. So where can the John A be? Maybe the A's at sea. We had a good look around, then we went home. Then we went home. We had to go home. We didn't find it, and then we went home. So the day was a non-event. It seemed the A had went. Then they told us there's another called B. B was okay. I had my heart set on A. Didn't find it, and then we went home. So where can the John A be?
The John A.
Maybe the A's at sea.
Maybe the A's at sea.
We had a good look around, then we went home. Then we went home. We had to go home. We didn't find it, and then we went home. So where can the John A be? Maybe the A's at sea. We had a good look around, then we went home. When we went home, we had to go home. We didn't find it, and then we went home.
Yeah.
You know, there's got to be another verse in there somewhere. It's a little too short for my taste, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It deserves another verse.
I think you should finally find it.
You know, all you've done since we've talked for the last week is give us really good ideas. It's been great.
We should be in closer touch with these people.
Yes, I know. It's like,
They're a good example.
yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Just add a little bit on. So.
If you'd like me to refrain from commenting,
No,
just
no,
give
please
me the
don't.
secret
Please
side.
don't. Please do not.
Refrain on.
Yes. Well, how about you guys?
How about you guys? How about us guys?
Before us guys start,
Yes.
back to John Denver for a second. Okay.
What was
I
that?
went off to college, 64, and the Mitchell Trio came and performed with John Denver. And it never was John Denver with the Chad Mitchell, because Chad Mitchell said, if you want to use the name, you got to drop my first name. And Denver was just incredible. He they let him get up and do the Bells of Rimney. Do you know that
Ooh.
song?
Ooh.
Great big 12 string. And then the next year, I took my Martin D28 down to Dallas and handed it over to this guy and said, I want a 12 string just like John Denver. And he ruined it. It was like a 1960 or 61 D28. Beautiful. And he did a great job. But
Yeah.
of course, it couldn't hold the string tension. So
Yeah.
I learned a tough lesson. But, anyway, back to
Cool.
the road to Joseph here.
The many stories of Bob Webb.
Oh, yeah.
So here's a brand new song. Well, it's a song that's been in process for quite a long time, and I was taking a writing class here. We have an organization in Enterprise, Oregon. So we live outside of Joseph, which is down the road from Enterprise, in northeastern Oregon, and I was taking a writing class from a guy named Cam Scott, who is a well-known fisherman and fishing guide, and he especially takes people to go get the steelhead. And we have the steelhead running in some of our rivers here, right around now, in fact. So I started the song by putting in a reference to steelhead, but it has gone through many iterations, and now this is where it's at now. Now it's actually sort of a slightly quirky tribute to the people who keep wanting to move here, who keep coming here, but then never do move here. So here we go. Here we go. 1, 2. Sorry, you want me to go 3, 4, 1. Nope.
Okay.
No, you do it.
I'll do it this time. 3, 4, 1.
The road to Joseph is a fleeting thought, like the tail of the steelhead he thought he'd caught. Had him there for a moment, then he slipped away. Adios, amigo, come another day. The road to Joseph is a length of yarn. She knits her brow line in the light of dawn, just spinning her hours on the wheel of time, trying to make a living from nickel to dime. The road to Joseph is a waking dream, like a sundog floating down a mountain stream. See the midnight cattle sleeping under the stars, campfires and cowboys, fiddles and guitars. The road to Joseph is a double lane from the flashing Minot to the East Moraine. A lot of people come here, then they drive away. But we solved that problem, 'cause we came to stay.
That song still got its training wheels. You know, it's so new.
That's beautiful. It's lovely. It's lovely, lovely, lovely.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm just, Dan's off getting some a beverage thing for a particular song, but we got to go to Joseph and to Enterprise. Did on tour with when Rob was with us, and I don't know if you remember this, but we're driving down there in my van, and I had forgotten to take my snow tires off. And I had studded snow tires on. So at some point I was probably going to get pulled over because it was way past time at that point. So I ended up going.
It was June.
It was June. So I ended up going. So we went into the Les Schwab in Enterprise and switched out the tires. But
and we hit the Safeway.
at the Safeway,
Right,
yeah.
and you couldn't get mandarin oranges anywhere by
Yeah.
then in Seattle, but I managed to score a bag of mandarin oranges at
Yeah.
the Safeway in Enterprise.
It was I will just it was an amazing thing. We had planned to do this big old tour from Enterprise across the way across the mountains and then into Portland. And Rob tried for weeks to get us anything.
in between
between.
Enterprise and Portland.
I mean, he tried for months, actually, it was more like it, and we found nothing, absolutely nothing. We finally found a couple of shows in Portland, but we went anyway, and Bob and Heidi and the folks there put us up in, I got to mention the house. So
the house for unwed musicians.
so the deal is, and please correct me if I'm wrong in this, is that it's community owned, is that correct?
Are you talking about the woodshed?
Yeah, the Woodshed, yeah.
Oh, yes. We have a dear friend, Sid Tate, and years ago he bought this house and remodeled it, and he sort of lets the Music Alliance use it. We covered the taxes and the insurance and the upkeep, and it allows outside musicians to come in, like you guys,
Yeah,
and it has a kitchen and a bathroom and
3 bedrooms?
3 bedrooms, yeah.
and a big living room.
Yep.
And so we're real lucky to have Sid on our side.
Absolutely. And so we basically got to stay in the woodshed and hang out, practice, do what we need to do, and it was just wonderful. We played in the square in the first show we did was
The courthouse.
The courthouse concert.
in the courthouse square, which was lovely. And then we did a show at the local brewery outside. Which was cool. And again, Heidi got us that gig as well. And then the following day, we played at the farmers market.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And these nice people came to all 3 of our gigs.
They did.
too.
They put up with us and put us up at the same time.
showed us around.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
and just
You guys-
you are the
you
host
guys
and
are very
hostess with the
entertaining.
mostest.
Yeah. We had such a lovely, wonderful time. And
Back to snow tires and studs. It might have been a good idea that you did have them on. It's been known to snow as late as June 19th here in the county. So,
well, I
Oh,
was.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Even later.
Rob was actually they were trouble was that they weren't in that great a shape anyway. I needed to replace the damn things. So anyway, enough of all of that.
Play us.
Play us.
I think we have another tune for you.
You got another
please.
tune. I
Yes.
wandered off and I apologize. Here we go.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's good.
I
That's
got
good.
out of the room and he started talking. I should have known.
I think everything is proceeding apace.
Yes.
So yeah, let's see if we can take our littlest instrument with our biggest instrument and put them together. And this is another true story about where we live here. Going out for a walk, first day of spring, up Hurricane Creek, hear the little birds sing, whoa, little black tick. Come off the mountain and I feel so grand, and I see a little spider walking across my hand, whoa, little black tick. Little black tick, oh, he feels so free, he just wanna run all over on me. Tired of climbing up grass all day, looking for a warm place he can't stay. Tick, 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 tick. When I get back home, I start to itch, peel off my clothes with a nervous twitch. Whoa, little black tick. I brush my hair, I check my chin, got a strange sensation all over my skin. Whoa, little black tick. Little black tick, oh, he feels so free. He just wanna run all over on me. Tired of climbing up grass all day, looking for a warm place he can't stay. Help me out now. Tick, 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 tick. When I finally get over feeling creepy, it's time for bed. I'm feeling sleepy. Whoa, little black tick. Then I wake up and what do I find? There's a tick on my face, I'm out of my mind. Whoa, little black tick. Little black tick, oh, he feels so free. He just wanna run all over on me. Tired of climbing up grass all day, looking for a warm place he can't stay. Tick, 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 tick. Then my sweetie wakes up real self-assured, and he sends that tick to his great reward. Whoa, little black tick. So if you go walking up Hurricane Creek, you better watch out for the little black tick. Whoa, little black tick, 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 tick. Whoa, little black tick, 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 tick. Whoa, little black tick.
That happens to be one of my
Tick,
favorite songs that you
tick.
do.
Tick, tick.
I love
Tick.
that song. It's
Oh,
really-
thank you.
Okay, so now, if you can, now it's time for a video. I ran out of time to think of something clever, so I pulled up some video that we did from the, and actually turned out to be serendipitous because.
This is a video of the last time we did a benefit for the Couth Buzzard.
Yep.
They're in beautiful downtown Greenwood. They have been suffering from COVID, from the whole retail COVID thing.
Yep.
So various musicians, ourselves included, have done benefits for them.
Yeah.
They are now allowing a small audience into the Couth.
About
of
12.
12 people. Mm-hmm. So far, I think we have like 2 people with reservations, but that could be old news. But
Yeah.
if you are within the sound of my voice or something like that,
Yeah.
or within the sound of Seattle,
Come on down. It's
Come on
act-
down.
It's
It's really-
fun. It really is. Yeah.
and then
Then we'll stream it.
It will be streamed on both of our platforms.
I think actually we'll be streaming it on their platforms,
on their
but either
platforms,
one's.
whatever,
so, yeah.
whatever. It'll be on some kind of platform.
Yes, and we'll make sure you'll know. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And that will be February 11th of this very year.
Yes.
So not that long from now.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
well, play the dang thing.
Let's do a video
Please,
thing,
yes,
shall we?
Right,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. Do the
Can't
old
think of
share.
anything else to say.
Hold on. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you away. We're bound away. Across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Away, you rolling river. Off of her I cross the raging water. took the notion away, rolling river, for to sail across the mighty ocean. Away, we're bound away, across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I'm bound to leave you away, rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I'll not deceive you. Away, we're bound away, across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you away, rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you away, we're bound away, across the wide Missouri. Oh, very nice. Well done.
Reminds me of what we told the audience, and we've been telling the audience recently, and is that we're kind of used to singing as a trio. So basically, the audience is the third Whateverly brother.
Yep.
It's like the 12th man for the
Yeah.
Seahawks. It's
And there's something in that smaller space when you have people singing along with you. It's wonderful. It's acoustic. Well, you guys have played there before, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So you know what we're talking about. It's just a lovely, lovely place
That's
to
a
be.
great place.
Yeah. Yep.
all right.
Okay.
Do you have your
I do.
your high tech
Yeah, so
graphics here?
I'm still not going to any better graphics than this at this point.
Yep.
so.
Okay. So the second one, both of these are really kind of
And I came up with this. This is the first one that I actually came up with.
about time.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's almost the same question, only just different people.
Yeah.
With what group of musicians did Glenn Campbell play before going solo?
Yeah, you know.
The answer is also no
No.
hints. It's probably don't need it. I thought we'd do some softballs here this time because we were getting pretty arcane as the year went on last
yeah,
year.
that's right. We did.
It
Yes.
was the best we could do for dealing with whatever we were dealing with.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
while we're waiting for the answer, why don't we do Paradise?
Yes, let's do. Yes. Okay. All right.
Oh, jeez.
Don't hit your guitar. All right. Let me do my thing here. Here we go. I'm just
All right, y'all sing along now.
Yeah. Yeah. So place pin. There we go. Oh, happy date. Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
actually, this is. These are both. The two songs in this set are both from dearly departed songwriters.
Yes.
One more recently than the other. And I was really kind of touching when those tornadoes ripped through all that area there, and they were there. They were in Muhlenberg County, helping out the people there, and I went, "Wow, there's Muhlenberg County. Wow, that's really nice."
This is a
And
John.
I'm sorry to hear that they got trashed by the tornado, but
Yeah.
it was nice to when fact and fiction come together.
So this is a John Prine tune.
Ooh.
Yeah.
When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky where my parents were born. There's a backwoods old town that's often remembered so many times that my memories are worn. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, sometimes we travel on down the Green River to the abandoned old prison down by Adrie Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Then the coal company came with the world's biggest shovel. They tortured the timber and stripped all the land. Dug for their coal till the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as the progress of man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes go down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away.
Ah, yes, I do love that song. All right.
All right.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
well, this is a song that we have actually 5, count them, 5 versions for this.
There's only 4.
No, 5. So there's the original East Coast version. Then there's
Rhode Island
version. Then there's the Portland-ish version, the Oregon version.
Thank you, Jonathan and Gordy.
Gordy. Then there is the Richland version.
The Tri-Cities.
The Tri-Cities, yes. Then there is the Port Townsend version. And then finally the Seattle version, which debuts today. It's basically, having come from a sailing family, one of the things that you find is that sometimes it just plain isn't worth hanging out, doing nothing other than hanging out on the boat, drinking. And so those of you who have sailed before will know exactly what we're talking about. And I realized that I did not get that email from you. So I have to find, I have to pull it up from the email.
Oh.
So
okay, well, I'm
did it right
this
here.
Song was written by the more recently departed John Campbell.
Yes.
We lost him just a week or 2 back.
Yeah,
and
that's why we're doing
we miss
this
him
in.
because he had a sense of humor that transcends almost everything.
Yes. Yeah. So
Most famous for having written, he's been adapted to this coast by Dan O'Quinn with Fredericks of Ballard. Mm-hmm. He wrote the first prize
Yes.
in the Bob Cotta Memorial Songwriting Contest.
yes, for the Port Gamble Maritime Music Festival.
With Catch and Release Wailing.
Yes.
One of the funniest songs I've ever heard in my life.
It was
Could you
hilarious.
bring your glass over here?
Oh, I will.
so
Here we
don't
go.
have
Yeah,
to-
there we go.
I
Oh,
don't have to
yeah.
pour it on your keyboard.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, okay, hang on. I'm waiting for the gin to come out. Here
All
we
right.
go.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
There we
okay,
go.
one jigger for you.
One jigger
One
for
small
me.
jigger for me.
There we go.
And yeah, this is Tanqueray Martini. So we
Yeah.
didn't have any vermouth, so we decided to have gin and tonics instead.
You know, damn
But-
close.
But
Ooh,
we
that's
we
good.
do keep a large bottle of Tanqueray around for just such emergencies.
All right, well, it better be
So-
good after all of this.
A toast
To
the
John
memory
Campbell.
of John Campbell.
Absolutely, yes. What a fabulous songwriter. And, yeah, never met
Here's
the
the-
guy, but, yes.
Presente, as they say.
Yes. Right, okay. That's
Do we have
enough
a
to do
note for
this. No.
We
Is
don't?
it D?
Okay. I have no idea. You're the keeper of the notes.
Oh, God, I didn't write it down, so I don't have it. Oh, hang on. Actually, I do. I take that back.
Did you find the words?
I did find the words. I got the
Good,
words.
'cause
Actually,
I could
no-
share mine with you.
No, I've actually got them in here. And A. No, that's Sloop John A.
You sing that one. I'll sing Tanqueray Martini.
I don't
So we'll see
actually
how
have-
they go together.
I don't actually have the starting note here, so we'll fake it. Like
Oh,
we-
you have the words though.
I do have the
That'll help.
words.
Okay.
Yes.
And I have the words.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay. We sailed out of Shilshall Bay with a fleet of stinkpots in the way, when from up on deck the call came to say, Tanqueray Martinis, oh, and all the captains and the crew must have the drink you can see right through. There's really nothing else will do. Tanqueray Martinis, oh. So hold the sheet back with one hand, set your drink down if you can, and never sail out of sight of land. Tanqueray Martinis, oh.
We should mention that our version of this, is actually the story of trying to get to the Duck Dodge. And for those of you who know about it, you'll know what I mean. It's 9 pots gin to 1 vermouth, the sailor's friend, the sailor's pal, from the battered locks to the ship canal. Tanqueray Martinis, oh, makes them Fremont girls look so fine, rigged loose up front and snug behind, with a packing slip by Calvin Klein. Tanqueray Martinis, oh. So hold the sheet back with one hand, set your drink down if you can, and never sail out of sight of land. Tanqueray Martinis, oh.
This sailing life's the life for me. The boat ain't cheap, but the wind is free, and you can't make way in a dead calm sea. There's
Tanqueray Martinis, oh.
And we don't flinch when the boat does heel. The short straw has to man the wheel, while the rest turn green staring at the keel.
Tanqueray Martinis, oh. So hold the sheet back with one hand, set your drink down if you can, and never sail out of sight of land. Tanqueray Martinis, oh.
10 minutes ahead.
Oh yeah. To South Lake Union we did put in. We nearly been out of gin. To continue on would be a sin. Tanqueray Martinis, oh. The captain's laid out on the floor. He'd been elected to get some more, but he broke his leg trying to get on shore. Tanqueray Martinis, oh. So hold the sheet back with one hand, set your drink down if you can, and never sail out of sight of land. Tanqueray Martinis, oh.
As we sailed back to the Ballard Locks, we struck a seal and hit the rocks. But we don't care, we passed the docks.
Tanqueray Martinis, oh.
When the urge next strikes to sail away, I think that we'll just spend the day with
The anchor dropped in Salmon Bay. Tanqueray Martinis, oh. So hold the sheet back with one hand, set your drink down if you can, and never sail out of sight of land. Tanqueray Martinis, oh.
Yay.
So those of you who have actually done the transit from Shilshall Bay to to Lake Union will actually know that we're actually pretty factually correct in terms of that. So,
Yep.
yeah. So
Yep.
there we
You
go.
can follow it on your little maps.
It's
Yes.
all on the maps and everything. So we because we have a Port Townsend version for the Wooden Boat Festival there, and then we played in Richland, so we actually have a Columbia River version of the same thing. So, all right.
Yep.
So where are we at? Oh, it's time for us to not sing and not talk at this point, right?
What a concept.
Oh,
God's
not
that.
sing. Yeah.
All right. Well, off you go.
Bob had something he wanted to mention.
Yes.
Yeah, back to Paradise. Back in the 80s, when my youngest daughter was ready for school, I got an offer to let her come to this Montessori school in Charleston, West Virginia, where I was living, and teach the kids music and songs in exchange for her tuition, which was great because it was pretty pricey. And there was one kid, I was there for 5 years, so the kid was like same age as my daughter. She went in at kindergarten, and I taught that song to the kids. All the grades, they loved it. Told them all about John Prine and everything. But this one kid always wanted me to have the class sing that song. Now, you have to understand, he wouldn't just say, "Would you play Paradise?" He would say, "Can we sing Mr. Peabody's Coal Train?" And having a degree in social psych, I thought about the kid and said, well, he's probably learning about body functions. So those kids, we sang it every week for 5 years. They
Oh,
never
lovely.
missed it. But after about 2.5, 3 years of teaching there, the parents started asking me to come to their homes and teach private lessons. And so he and his sister, older sister, wanted to take some lessons. So I would go to their mansion. These were the richest people in Charleston. And I would go after school to their house up in South Hills and teach him mandolin and teach her dulcimer. And one day I was behind schedule, and the husband came home, and I got to meet him. And their mom introduced me, and lo and behold, he was the president of Peabody Coal Company.
Oh, no.
So that's my
Oh
story.
boy.
Which I believe has gone bankrupt now.
It's
Oh
gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
it went belly up. Yep.
Actually, I'm looking to see if we have any answers for the
that's right.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't ever get an answer, I
Yeah.
could volunteer, but I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me just look at YouTube real quick.
We're
and see if there's
disqualified.
anybody on the
Oh,
other
that's
side.
right. We're disqualified.
Oh, well, we'll give it a little bit more time. I will say this: it is not a band. Okay.
Do you think
And
that
there
perhaps...
was a,
I'm
was
so
that?
sorry. I was just going to say, in case anybody else has joined us, you might restate the question. You might have a take.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's restate the question.
With-
See, she has such good advice all the time.
level-headed type of
Sorry.
person.
Stop.
Yeah. With what group of musicians did Glenn Campbell play before going solo?
There are documentaries about it.
There is a documentary movie that I believe got the Oscar for that year of documentaries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, gosh,
Yeah. Okay.
I can just see people quickly going onto their laptops.
Whatever works.
Yeah. All right. Well, give us a couple of tunes.
Yeah,
will.
yeah. By the way, I just want to say a quick thank you for having us
Oh,
join
yes.
you on this show,
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
because this is more fun than we usually have on a Saturday night. So thanks a lot.
By the way, speaking of that, we've been having all this fun, and have we done anything about money?
actually, we have
Good.
on both the channels, both of the we've in the chat, both the YouTube chat and the Facebook chat. We have the PayPal link to Heidi. PayPal. It's PayPal. .me, Heidi Muller 978.
978.
Yeah. So please. One of the things we do this for is to basically get money to folks like Bob and Heidi. Who,
all of our, we have so many friends who are working musicians.
Yeah.
And given that the performing opportunities seem to have shrunken a bit for some
say the
reason.
least.
We thought this was Rob's idea for part of it. Thank
Yeah.
you, Rob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that this was, among other things, aside from a really good way to hang out with our friends
Absolutely.
without having to worry about traveling a whole bunch or having to wear 14 different masks. It's a way to keep the economy going here for independent folky musicians.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes.
please give early and often.
Yep.
Remember, as it's never too late to donate.
Absolutely. So, Phil.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Our
you.
name is Phil.
I thought we'd do a song I wrote a few years ago. It's a little change. We sort of thought through ahead of time what we were going to do tonight, and I just had a little switcheroo in my head, and I thought maybe we ought to do this
Well,
one.
it is the dark of the moon tonight, so
Oh, it is the
Yeah.
dark of the moon. Well, what do you know?
within a day or two.
Yeah. So maybe there's somebody out there who will, who's sort of looking for the vibe of this song here. 1, 2, 3. Tonight, when the sun dropped down in the sky, it backlit the fields and farms. Venus and Mars sang a dark lullaby and gathered them into their arms. It's a good time to walk your worries away and sing to yourself a new tune. If the answer you needed didn't come through the day, stand by, keep an eye on the moon, keep an eye on the moon. She'll light up your way. She'll lean down and listen to what you have to say. If your heart's feeling empty, like a mother she'll croon, shine on through the night, you'll be alright, keep an eye on the moon. The world keeps on spinning around and around, and time only turns a deaf ear. All that you've lost and all that you found are fragile and fleeting and dear. It's a time to remember the ones that you love and leave behind your cocoon. Bring what you have and come into the sun. And tonight, keep an eye on the moon. Keep an eye on the moon. She'll light up your way. She'll lean down and listen to what you have to say. If you're dancing with shadows in the late afternoon, just give it a while. You'll feel her smile. Keep an eye on the moon. Waxing, waning, hidden or full, her mystery silent and white. Eclipses and changes, pushes and pulls, hearts, tides, owls and flight. Somewhere away in a far-off land, a child stares into the fire. A tambourine jingles on an aged bracelets and jewels to admire. It's the oldest of melodies lingering low over the desert and dew. It sings to the stars what the grandmothers know. It's wise to keep an eye on the moon. Keep an eye on the moon. She'll light up your way. She'll lean down and listen to what you have to say. If you're wired and restless, she'll tell you that soon it'll fade in her gaze. It's only a phase. Keep an eye on the moon. Keep an eye on the moon.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Keep on going. I
Well,
will say, actually, yeah. There's been not an answer yet.
Oh my
There's been
goodness.
There have been many answers, none of which are correct.
And
at this
they
point.
all appear to be bands, and we're
Yeah.
not talking about a band.
We're not talking about a band.
This
That's
is
what
not a
we was-
band that sold records. It was known. It was. Shall we say more behind the scenes?
More behind the scenes. That's about as good as we're going to say. Otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just have to tell you
Well,
after,
which we may have
at
to
the
do.
end of the show.
Yeah.
We're going to engage in the Chinese torture for just a minute.
Well, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We are also doing a. Oh no, that's a private show. We talked about next Fortnite of Doom.
Okay, the next Fortnite of Doom will
Yes.
be on the 26th of February, and our guests will be Philip and Pam. Come on. Why am I blanking on their last name?
Philip
Bolding. Yes,
Bolding.
indeed. As I build them in our publicity, the patriarch and matriarch of the Magical Strings herd clan. I did say clan. I was tempted to say herd, but of course it slipped out this time too. Anyway, yeah. So they will be joining us, and we're now working on March.
Okay, Alan Cosell got it.
Alan Cosell got it.
Okay, it's a group. It's a group of musicians called the Wrecking Crew.
And they
uh,
basically played behind pretty much everything
Everything that came out of L.A.
that came out of the LA studios in the 60s. So
Yes.
from the Beach Boys, Elvis, you name it, they were basically the backup
Everyone,
band.
basically.
And the main actually the only bass player was
yes.
a woman by the name of
Shoot.
I'll never
Can
forget
I
what's her
tell you?
name.
Was that
Okay.
Carol Kay?
Aha.
Oh yes,
didn't
and
say it.
I remember back in I used to back in my early studio days I used to read a lot of Mix magazine, which was basically a magazine for studio people, and Carol had a column, and she would basically just write of her experiences in the studio. And for instance, she was the bass player behind everything that a lot of what the Beach Boys did, and a lot the Monkees. She said she loved the Monkees sessions because they brought food. They had a great time doing it, and she would just sort of she every week she would basically every time I saw her, she would just talk about the sessions that she did. One of the most accomplished bass players ever, and a woman in a man's world early on. Basically blowing everybody else away. And she played with the felt pick.
Yes. And then also she took a little piece of felt and put it down by the bridge under the strings because it would reduce the sustain and make a cleaner recording.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Carol
Great
Kay. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sorry about
Completed.
that. We've finally got an answer. So Alan,
that's
send us your details and we'll get you some crap. So there we go.
Good. So we're going to do a brand new song. I finished it on January 8th, in fact. It came to me at the end of December, and I worked on it for a number of
On
days.
Elvis's birthday, huh?
Hey, what do you know? And and we haven't had a toast for a little bit. But we have some of us who are here tonight have a friend, mostly on Facebook. We don't see her very often. She's on the East Coast. She has been packing like a madwoman, going through everything she owns for the last month and a half or more, trying so hard to get on the road because it's her heart's desire to move up to Kennewick, Richland, Pasco in Washington and be a part of the Three Rivers Folklife Society, and she's already helping them out. And I know, well, I trust that she might like this song that I've written if she's even here tonight, and if she isn't, she can come back. She can come back
Oh,
and
she is. Good.
and
Hey, Katrina.
Katrina.
and watch later. But anyhow, many of us are cheering her on, and I think she's doing a marvelous job with a very difficult task to get herself out of Dodge after 25 years in a house and come out here. So here's a toast to our friend Katrina.
Katrina.
May you hit the road
Katrina.
soon and safely.
Safe journeys.
Yeah, and speaking as somebody who is in the planning group for Tumbleweed, she's doing an exceptional job. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see
thanks,
if we can
Katrina.
do this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I'm into it.
Oh,
Alrighty, here we go. It's
We're
always weird, when I had a songwriting group, it was always weird to bring a new song in front of the group and do it for the first time. And here I am launching it out in front of however many we have out here. So I'm just going to try to ignore the imaginary crowd. Here we go.
go for it.
Do you hear anything?
How do birds tell time? When to leave the branch and take to the sky, circling up to climb, swoop and dip, tail and tip, find some friends on the wing, draw them close in magnificent spirals, let the earth hear you sing. Sing your joy and your will for survival. Murmuration, no one knows why. Swirling pulsation, dance with the sky. How do birds tell time and know the hour to look to the south, trusting in their flight? All their reasons turn with the seasons, find some friends on the wind, ride the darkness and rest in the sunlight. Let your journey begin. Skirt the mountains and ride through the midnight. Long migration, follow the signs to your destination beyond the moon. all time. In the moment, they know what to do, living by design. Is it possible? Could it be true? Time flies. Time flies.
All right.
Oh man, that's gorgeous. That's lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, you've done what, 2 or 3 new tunes, haven't you?
I did 2 today.
2 today. Cool. Something like that. Actually, my good friend Susan Bennett mentioned to me that Carol Kay, I believe, lives in Everett.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
You should plan a pilgrimage.
There we go.
Oh, I wondered if I
what
might mention one little thing.
Please.
That we are doing a full concert online for the Three Rivers Folklife people
Yes. Thank you.
on Saturday, February 19th. And
We were
it'll be
hoping you
streaming
would
over
mention
YouTube,
that.
but you have to buy tickets for it. So if you go to 3rfs.org, there'll be information there about getting tickets. You could buy a ticket and have your neighbors over. I mean, it's streaming.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Thank you for mentioning that. I forgot, but yes, that'll be lovely. Yeah, and at the three Tumbleweed has done a really great job of doing a combination of remote and in-house concerts, and they've kept them going, which has been really fun. We actually got to do an actual in-person concert there, which was fun.
Did they stream that? No.
No, we didn't. We recorded. Actually, I've been meaning to put the bits together, and I haven't gotten it there yet. Put the bits together and post it, but I haven't done it yet. So yeah,
Good
cool.
concert. Good,
Yeah, it was good. Great
nice,
show.
Great audience.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so
it's
we're-
us, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
This is our last chance to
To have
bore
people-
you or otherwise tick you off.
Yeah.
I've been going through a major Jim Kweskin and jug band phase in the last week. Just been just listening to all their stuff and just remembering how much I loved what they did. They were kind of formative to me. I had an early crush on Maria D'Amato before she became Maria Moldauer.
I actually got to do sound for Maria Moldauer. Yes, in Everett.
Anyway, let's see if I can. Whoops, here we go again.
Let's skip the solo, please. Because
Skip the solo. Okay.
Yes, please. It won't be good.
It won't be good. Okay. Thanks for warning me. Okay, this is a song written by, well, officially it says Leroy Carr, but according to Baby Gramps, it was Leroy Carr and Scrapper Blackwell. And I have to say that just because I like to say Scrapper Blackwell. Imagine how he got his name.
I replaced pin.
It's called Pop is on the Housetop. And when I used to teach this one to first and second graders, the kids would always have fun moving the verses, the chorus around so that various people were doing things not expected in their gender roles. But this pretty much sticks to late 1920s gender roles. It's called Pop is on the Housetop. You know, this guitar is out of tune.
Oh, ow. Okay. Yeah, fix that.
Jeez.
No pressure.
As Pete Seeger used to say, when you play a 12 string, you spend half your time tuning and the other half playing out of tune. Well, Mama told Papa be quiet as a mouse. So Papa climbed up on top of the house, made a lot of whooping, made a lot of noise, stood up and cheered with the rest of the boys. Well, baby's in the cradle, brother's gone to town, sister's in the parlor trying on her gown, Mama's in the kitchen messing all around, Papa's on the housetop, won't come down. Well, the blues they come, yes, the blues they come. Nobody knows where the blues come from. The blues they go, yes, the blues they go. Everybody's happy when the old blues go. Baby's in the cradle, brother's gone to town, sister's in the parlor trying on her gown, Mama's in the kitchen messing all around, Papa's on the housetop, won't come down. Come down, Papa. Papa saw a chicken out in the yard. He picked up a rock and it hit him hard. Hit him hard, killed him dead. Now the chicken's in the gravy and the gravy's on the bread. Baby's in the cradle, brother's gone to town, sister's in the parlor trying on her gown, Mama's in the kitchen messing all around, Papa's on the housetop won't come down. Hush, little baby, don't you cry, the blues are gonna leave you by and by. Papa come home filled with corn, put the baby in the cradle and the blues out the door. Baby's in the cradle, brother's gone to town, sister's in the parlor trying on her gown, Mama's in the kitchen messing all around, Papa's on the housetop won't come down. Baby's in the cradle, brother's gone to town, sister's in the parlor, well, she's trying on her gown, Mama's in the kitchen and she's messing all around, Papa's on the housetop won't come down.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, back January 2007, Sally and I drove down the coast, Highway 1,
Oh, yes.
down and ended up in Santa Monica, staying at a travel lodge across from the famous guitar store in Santa Monica, the name of which escapes me at the moment.
McCabe's.
McCabe's, thank you. Yeah, and we were going to try to get tickets to see Odetta, but she was sick, and then she died like 4 months later.
Oh.
Anyway, but then we got tickets to see Jeff Moldauer. And he put on an amazing show. And about 2/3 of the way through the first set, Jim Kweskin showed up.
Oh, wow.
And he did most of the rest of the show. And they did Papa's on the Housetop. And that's sort of like one of the peak experiences of my life.
They do,
Happened at McCabe's guitar store. So we have
one more tune.
one
then
final, and then we're going to hand it over to
to you guys to finish it off.
yeah, and then
Oh, really?
we'll have a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, we thought we already had finished it
No,
up.
no, you get to finish last. You you got a couple more?
Can we do that one? Yes, we have
we
a couple
do
more.
that one.
We have a couple more. We
Okay.
must negotiate for a moment.
Yeah.
Negotiate while
Yeah, we'll do a tune, and you can negotiate while we do the tune.
Okay, we will try.
Now, if we were all in the same place, we would have you sing along on this.
Yeah.
But
Do we have a key for this? I don't see a key for this.
it says either in A or in D.
Yeah, let's do.
Let's just take your pick.
Okay. Well, start it and see what happens.
So they're going to start us off.
I'm going to mute them, actually.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mute them. Okay, there we go. Okay.
it's by Gene Ritchie.
Yes.
My Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so fair? You may live in this garden if you keep the grasses green. and I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. This earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. Then my Lord he said unto me, do you like my garden so pure? You may live in this garden if you keep the waters clean. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. This earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. Then my Lord he said unto me, do you like my pasture so green? You may live in this garden if you will feed my lambs. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. This earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. Then my Lord he said unto me, do you like my garden so free? You may live in this garden if you keep the people free. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. This earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day.
All right.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
I love that song. All right. So
Shall we?
before you take us out, hold on. Here we go. That's not supposed to happen. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here. And we basically will be continuing the Fortnight of Doom because there's folks that come in from all over the place, and we want to make sure that we connect with you folks. And so the frequency may change.
We're doing very stretchy fortnights.
Stretchy fortnights, but you know it's a brand at this point. So the Fortnight of Doom is a brand.
A brand, oh Lord!
So we will continue, and
I just hope it's not hot iron.
yeah, no. It's a brand which we're not very good at. Except, so Dan actually
Marketing geniuses.
Marketing
right,
geniuses,
yes, right.
yeah, I know. But thank you, Bob and Heidi, for being with us. Thank you so much.
guys.
Thank you for having
And
us.
remember to come and see us on the 11th,
Yes.
either in person and or on the cyber world.
Yes.
And also on the 26th of February
Yes,
with
indeed.
Magical Strings.
And I think, if I am correct, we'll be doing folk songs of love, unrequited love, and probably a fair amount of body count in the process.
Right.
Yeah.
And some requited love too.
So I mean, it's folk songs. What do you expect? So, and Bob and Heidi stick around after we
Yeah.
come off of being live. So cool.
Okay.
Go for it.
You want us to do one or two?
Two, please.
Two. You got time for two? Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely. We have plenty of time.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
It ends at 6:30-ish. We're still in the ish.
Yeah, the
When
ish can
ish?
go for the ish can go for a while. So
Oh, turn this off. Ready?
Yep.
Go for it.
There's a full snow moon coming up tonight. February fields are sleeping in her light. Just a few more hours till the day is done. And before you know it, we'll have another one. No one knows where love goes, how it flows, encircling you and me. There's an open door you could walk right through. Is there really anything stopping you? If you had the chance, if you could not fail, is there any mountain you could not scale? Earth spins round, sun up, sun down, heaven bound, each moment in your hand. Did you do your best? Did it make you smile? Did you leave the rest to walk the crooked mile? Did it bring you love? Did it break your heart? Could you rise above it and make a new start? No one knows where life goes. The river flows forever to the sea.
Yeah.
Can we please?
Okay.
that is just lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm asking Bob if we can do a song that it's an instrumental, but it's on your theme,
It is.
and we only do it like this time of year, and in fact we haven't done it for so long. Anyhow, I think we should do it if it's okay with you guys.
Please, absolutely, yes.
And we played it really well last night, so
That was the last song. That was just plain gorgeous.
oh, thank you. Well, so we'll let everybody know if the last song was gorgeous. If this one doesn't turn out well, you just discard it, okay? Just forget it.
Yeah, feel free to cut it out.
Hey, remember to send money to these nice people.
Please, yes,
Yes,
absolutely,
we
yes.
They
If
gotta
you
pay
send
for
us
the
lots, we'll
snowplow.
never play this song again. No. We want to play this song. I didn't write this. This is from Mark Matthew, who lives up in Hearst, Ontario. He's French Canadian, and he writes and plays wonderful dulcimer tunes, and we just had to have this song. It's called The Snow Shoveler's Reel. Here we go.
Count it off there.
You ready?
Yeah.
Am I ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We did it.
Oh yeah, that was great. Oh yeah.
Much faster than last night. She counted it off, and I'm going, uh-oh.
Anyhow, thanks to everybody who came tonight, and thanks for
Yes.
having us again.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
thank you. It's such a
Wow.
pleasure. Yes.
Namaste.
So we will we'll hit the we'll take us off alive and stick around to you guys and
Okay,
we'll,
we're going to switch cameras over to the one by the console.
We're going to
Cool,
move up
okay.
further. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see you in a minute.
Well, thank you guys. Thanks everyone for coming. We will see you next time, if not sooner, for Magical Strings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or
cool.
Live
And hopefully
at
live
the Couth Buzzard.
live at the Couth. Yes, there we go. Cool. All right. Okay.